Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Samuel. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Victor the Analyst. So we are going to today's tutorial is going to be part 3 of our attrition analysis. We've done the part 1. We had to do with the data cleaning and the transformation. The part 2, the analysis and bringing out of charts. So in this our part 3, this is what we are going to actualize. We want to do a dashboard like this. I want to do a dashboard, and I'll be teaching you the techniques on how to design a dashboard. So without much talking, we need to just like diving into our project for today. So let's proceed. So this is my KPIs, this is my title, this is my bar when I want to go from one page to another page, and this is my charts. These are my charts, these are my visuals. And let's continue. Going back to let me come here, and this is now a file I've been working on. So I double click this to bring this up. So let's wait for it to come up. So waiting for it to come up. All right, so this is my file. So this is what we've been working on. This is what we did in our previous previous class. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to create a blank space, a blank file, a blank sheet. So I'll click on this plus sign to create a blank sheet. This is where my this will be, my dashboard will be. So let me do something. Let me just assume that our it's always like this because I actually did it as well. It's like this. Let me assume have our screen like this, and let me double click here. I'll change it to dashboard. Okay, no, I have two dashboard. I'm creating two dashboard. For this one, the demography analysis, and the next one is a factor analysis. Factor analysis. Factor analysis. So it's enter. So so I'm going to click here. This is all right. Let's proceed. The next thing we're going to do, we want to move this up and clear out some space. So I would come to this my point here, and I'll click on full screen mode. So the next thing I will do is from here I want to cut out some parts that we're needing for my dashboard. So my systems starts from A and ends at U. So from V downward, I'm going to cut that off. So I'll select this, Control Shift and hit on, press the right key on my keyboard, the right key on my keyboard, the right key. Know you have the up, down, and left key on your keyboard. I'll click on the right one. So I would bring my mouse to the middle, right click on it, then I'll say hide. So I hide this part. So these parts are not going to be in my. So come back here. My system, from the row axis, my system ends at 33. So I'm going to count one more, which is then 34. Then I'll start from 35. 35, yeah, 35. So I click here, Control Shift and down. Yeah, bring my mouse in the middle, right click, then I'll say hide. So I've hide those parts. So let me drag it up. So come up here, I would go to my views, go to the views, So I don't need the headers. I don't need the grid lines as well. If your formula bar is checked, please uncheck that. So all these ones you don't need that for now. So the next thing, we want to go to the page layouts. We want to change our default color. No, our default color is blue, so we want to change our default color. So click on the colors, then go to customize color. So my Accent 1, just click on this arrow here, then I'll choose this, which is green Accent 6 darker 25. I'll choose that. My Accent 2, I want to use a shade of green, so I'll choose Accent 6 lighter 40. Let's choose that as well. Accent 3, I'm going to choose it. Accent 6 lighter 80%. I choose that. So then I'll click rename this to YouTube Attrition Analysis. Alright, then I'll click on save. Good. So now we have this. Let's go back to, you can see that every of our stuff has changed. So every of our stuff has changed. So the color, every of our stuff has changed. So now let's start bringing in, the next part we're going to do is change the background. Okay, back to my dashboard. So let me click here and just drag this backward. I don't want this here. Or let me just move this here. Yeah, I prefer this to be here. So for this, let me click and drag it here. Yeah. So back to my demography. All right. So I'll come up here. No, just click here. Control A to select all. Then I'll right click. Then this field, click on the drop down. I'll choose this color. Choose the light one. All right, good. Let's see what we have here. Yes, that's what we have. So now let's start bringing in our template. So that is our shapes. Call it shapes. So I'll go to insert. Click on insert. Go to the shapes drop down. I'll choose this. I'll click and spread out and drag out. All right, bring this out a little bit. Okay, we have some tech attrition. Okay, good. So now we have that. The next thing we're going to do is let's see. One. Okay. So I'll select this and I'll do Control D to duplicate. I'll bring that down here. I would change this, make this come down a little bit. Down. Okay. Then I'll drag this down. Okay. Now let me see the space. Okay, I'll bring this down a little bit. Now good. I'll do Control D again. Bring this here. I'll drag this down and drag this out to overlap this. I'm going to right click here and say send back. Okay, I'll drag this down. Oh, okay, good. So now this is going to be another color. This is going to be, select this, right click here and go to the fill and choose this. Let's choose this. Is that what we used? Let me see, let me confirm that. All right, think it, yeah, we're gonna choose this one. Good. So come outside here, see this. Oh wow. So the next thing we're going to do is okay, let me group this. Control, press you want to click here, click this one, then click this other one, then select it, you right click, you go to the group, you say group. So what a group does is that it actually merges the two shapes together. So I'll click here, I'll drag down a little bit for my KPIs. So let me start bringing in my KPI. Yeah, so bring this up a little bit. The scroll bar, let me scroll bar. Oh, let me scroll up a little bit. Click here. So this is my title bar. So the next thing is my KPI section. So I'll bring in another shape. I'll bring in another shape. I'll go to my um insert. I'll go to the shapes. I would I'll choose this. Right click on this part. Okay. Then I'll do Control D. I would turn this, bring that down here. I'll drag this down a little bit. So use your arrow key on your keyboard to adjust this. Okay, there we go. Then I'll drag down a little bit. Okay, now let's see if it's okay. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll select this. No, I'll select this. Right click on my fill. I'm going to choose a different color. I choose this color. Let me see if it's that what I have. Yeah. Okay, good. That's what I have. So there's one more thing that we need to do. I just need to remove all the outline. There's outline here. So if we can look at this, let me zoom out. You can see there's a line here, but in my own, I don't want to leave this line. I want to remove them. So I would select this admin, right click. I'll go to the outline. I'll say no outline. I'll click here, right click. I'll go to the outline. I'll say no outline. I'll click here as well, right click, outline. I don't want outline. Click here, right click, outline. Yeah, I don't want outline. Select this, right click, go to my outline. No, I don't want outline as well. So good. I'll click here. I'll click on control, then click on the up one. So I will do something. Let me make this one a little bit big before I let me make this one a little bit big, a little. All right. So I'll press and click Control, then click on Control and select this. They'll do no. Then I'll right click on it. Then I'll go to the group and click on group. So I've grouped the two together to become one entity. So we have 4 KPIs. So I'll do Control D. I'll bring this here and place that here. Do Control D, Control D. Good. So this way our slicer is going to be. Let me see. For the slicers, okay. All right. So that's going to be all right. Good. I'm good to go. So the next thing is we want to. I'll click here. I'll do Control D, and I'll bring that down here. But let's look at something. If I say let me drag this, the up one to be extending, so I don't want that to happen. Let me just do Control Z to return it back to its normal shape. I'll need to ungroup it. Right click, go to the group. I'll say ungroup. Then I'll click outside here, select this. I want this to extend out. Yeah, I want this to extend out. I want this to extend out. I want this to extend out. Click here, and I want this to extend down. Good. So move this in the middle. Okay. Let me select this and then click on the right to align it in a proper place. Click here. Move it rightward a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to bring in just 4 charts. It's just 4 charts that's going to be here. So I feel like my height is okay. So I would just move this on up a bit. Okay, good. So I'll press on Control and click on the second one. I'll right click, then go to the group, and I'll choose group. I'll group it back. I'll do Control D to duplicate. I'll bring that down here. Okay, now I need to do something. So delete this back again. I'll click here, right click on group. So I would shift this one up a bit. Okay, I feel like that's better. So let me group again, right click. Okay, group. Now let's, okay, now on group, sorry, on group. So let me make an adjustment. Click outside here, click here, and I'll make adjustment shifting this up to match with the second one. Just shift it down a little bit. So click outside, let me see. Yeah, I think we are good. I would shift this one here. Alright, now I would select this, right click, let me group them back. I'll do Ctrl D, drag this down. Yeah, it should be like this. I think this is feels better. Ctrl D, drag this here. So let me see this. Okay, click here and make it wide. Click here and make this wide. Make this wide to this point. Alright, click this one. Make this wide. Ctrl D, drag this to this point. Alright, there you go. Okay, now there you go. We've been able to create our template, but there's one more thing we need to do. Let's select this, press down on shift, select this, and go up here, go to the align drop down, and click on the align top. Select this as well, and press down on shift. Select the second one. You can click on shift or you can click on control, but let's always use shift. Shift is better, so you don't do mistake at duplicating the templates. Click on this drop down, then I'll click on align top. So good. So now let's select this as well. Shift, click on this, click on this, click on this. Then I'll go to align top, and the next thing is distribute horizontally. Yeah, feels better now. So this one to click outside here, click here, and shift, click this, click this, click this. So click here, I go to shape formats, I click on the align, I say distribute horizontally. So Ctrl Z. That shouldn't. Okay, come here, click outside here, click this, and I'll click this as well. Up here, would go to distribute. Okay, so let's continue. Just use our eyes to gauge that. The next thing that we're going to do is now let's start bringing in our charts. Let's start bringing in our charts. Okay, now I think this feels better. Okay, charts. But I noticed there's a line here, and let me ungroup this and then fix this. Ungroup and fix this. I'll bring this slightly. Control Z. Click outside here. I'll just select this alone. Okay, right click, throw this to the back, send to back. Okay, good. So click here, right click, on group, click outside here, click this, right click, send to the back, send to the back, click this, right click, on group, click here, drag up a little bit, right click, then send to the back. Click on send to the back. So click here on group. Let's ungroup this because I noticed some that the thing that they did not merge well. Select this. I'll right click, then I would send to the back. Fine, that's cool. Okay, we're almost there. So select this again, shift, select this, right click, then I'll go back again, select this, right click, I'll group them back, group, select this, right click, and I would then click on group, select this, right click, and I'll click on group. Fine, so that's perfect. Now this next thing is we want to start bringing our charts. Let's proceed to bring in our charts. So the chart is let's see, we say percentage, but ours is going to be number of attrition by age group. So we'll start by the age group. Let's go look for the age group. Okay, this is the age group. I will select this. I'll do Ctrl C. I'll take that to my dashboard. Which is the demography. Select this and I'll click on V, Ctrl V. That is to paste. Ctrl V is to paste. So I'll right click here. Then I'll say hide all field buttons on charts. Now, if you right click on this, let me do Ctrl Z. If you right click on this and the options does not show, this is what you're going to do. Try to create a new pivot table. You understand? If you when you right click on your this field, if it does not come up, what you do, go to your clean data, create a new pivot table, then delete it, and come back here, right click again. It is going to show you the menu. That is for those that this option is not showing, because at some points when you start from where you stop from Excel, it actually gives you this kind of issues. So that's how to treat that. So I'll click on hide or field button on chart. So I don't need the grid line. I'll uncheck the grid line. I'll uncheck the legend and chart title. I don't need the chart title. So the axis title, I'm gonna leave that. So good. I would just drag this into this place. I would extend this and I'll bring this down and I'll drag this outward. Okay, yeah, good. So the next thing we're going to do is we don't want the background color. So come here. You can see where my right click there. If you right click here, it might still not work. So come in between the inner line and the outer line. Right click there, then go to the fill, then say no fill. Outline, no outline. Click here, right click, go to the outline and then no outline. Okay, so let me click outside it. Let's see what we have. So I would double click here, Ctrl A, and write number. This is my of attrition. Wait, number of workers, sorry, number of employee. Yeah, this is my number of employee. So I'll click here, this age group. All right, so I'll need, so that's it. Next thing we're going to do is the title, but we're going to touch that later. So let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one, which is the number, is percentage of attrition per department. So let's go look for the departments. Let's go look for the departments. The departments. Okay, these are departments. Select this and I'll do Ctrl C. I'll go back to my charts. Go back to my charts. Okay. So I'll Ctrl Z, Ctrl V. Alright. Okay, I'll drag this to the mid too. So click on this plus sign. No chart title. No grid lines. No legend. Yeah. And I just want my as a title. Right click. Hide or field on charts. Don't want that. Okay, then I'll just make this like this. I'll drag this here. Okay, then I would right click here. I'll say fill. Now fill outline. No outline. Okay, I'll double click inside here to type in. Click here. Oh, sorry. I'll double click inside. Then I'll say number of employee. Num of employee. So yeah, double click the Ctrl A to select department. Departments. Okay, good. So back here. Then the next one, I'll go to. Let me see what we have. Okay, a percentage of attrition per level of service. So let's go to the level of service. The level of service. Level of service. Okay, I think I've mixed that on the way we're coming. Level of service. Oh, I think we didn't do the level of service. I think we didn't do that, so we need to create that right now. By departments, okay. I think we didn't create that, so let's go back to our employment type. Yeah, let's try to create the level of service. Okay, Now back to the clean data. So I'll just do that as SAP. I'll go to the pivot table drop down, then I'll click on this. I'll check this and I'll click on OK. So that will create a new pivot table for us. So let's wait for it to come up. Okay, good. This is the next thing we're gonna do. Let's just rename this to number of employee per level of service. It's the level of service. So click here. So now we're gonna drag this into the values. I'll come down, look for my years of service group. I'll drag that into this point. Click here, come up here and select pivot table analyze, pivot charts. I'll click on OK. I'm gonna use charts. So I would click Ctrl C. And I'll go to my demography and I'll do Ctrl V. Just cancel this and so we don't want the charts title, we don't want the grid line, we don't want the legend. Okay, so right click here, hide the fit button on charts, we don't want that, so minimize this and just place this into the right proportion. So minimize it and bring OK to Ctrl Z, click here and click and drag to the then drag this a little bit. I drag this a little bit then. So right click, I would say fill, no fill. My outline, yeah, don't want outline. Click on this. I don't want outline as well. Okay, good. So I'll click plus sign. I need the charts as this title. So it's always good to describe, to label your as this title. So now right here, level of service. Okay, double click here, Ctrl A, number dot of service. Okay, good. So now we are left with the last one. Let me see. I'll go to the last one is what? Employment type, yeah. So go to the employment type. You're looking for the employment type. So select this, Ctrl C. Okay, now do Ctrl V. So right click, hide of it chats. So this plus sign, I don't want this, I want this. I don't want the grid lines, I don't want the legend. Okay, good. So just click and drag to the center, minimize this a bit, drag this, click here. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so I'm going to double click on this. Number of attrition. No, I said number of employee, number of employee, number of employee. So I think I've done a big mistake here. This is number of employee. So number of employee. Okay, good. So cancel this, don't want this. So now deal with the background colors. I don't want colors, no fill, the outline. Yeah, no outline. So select this, right click, outline, no outline. Okay, now here we go. The next thing they want to bring in the buttons, the buttons, the buttons, the buttons, the buttons. So I'll go up here and bring in my shapes. Let me insert shape, bring in shape. I want this shape. So I'll click here and drag like this. Then I'll double click this. Okay, I also feel like this thing is too big. Let me ungroup this first and do something. Just ungroup this thing. It looks too big. Select this and then let's try to. It'll come outside. Click here back again. Then let's extend this one back a bit. Okay, looks more better now. So I'm going to drag this in between. So it's going to be a button for going from one page to another page. So click here. I would extend this out. Alright, I'm going to leave one button here. One button for, okay, one button, which is going to be the root cause analysis button. Okay, put this in the middle. Alright, now I'm bringing in my text box. Insert. Okay, text box in shapes. I'll bring in the text box. So click and drag like this. I will stand out. So alright, here root cause analysis. So I'll select this. I'll make this one 18, 14, 16. I think 16 is better. I'll make it 14. Sorry, 14 is okay. I'll make it bold. I'll bring this, align this to center, better that way. So click on this, then click here, extend this out, click here, then extend this out a little bit. Okay, then I'll come up here, see want to do some things, put this in the align center. So the font color, let's see what we used here. The font color, yeah. I'm gonna come up here. I want to change the font color. This is where I'm gonna click on. I'll change it to this color. Then I would right click on the text box. Right click on the text box. I want to go to the, what's it called? The fill. I'm saying no fill, outline, no outline. So up here, back here again, I'm just gonna change this to this thing. This looks better. So click outside there, we have this. Now select this, which is the template. Come up here, then I'll go to the field shape formats. So I'll change this to, I'm going to the shape effect, the presets. I want to choose this color, this. Okay, good. So we have something like this. So the root cause, let me copy my here. So root cause analysis. So when I click here, it's going to take me to the other page. Now we still have one more things to do. We need to bring in our KPIs and titles. So I'll come up here and I'll go to insert. I'll bring in shape. All right, let me just use this one. Click here, then click outside there. Just do Control D. Make sure it's not blinking inside there, even though it's not copied. So click the edge here, then do Control D to duplicate. So over your mouse on the text box till when you get a sign like this, like a 4 cardinal point, then click on it, then drag it. So this is where I'll put in all my stuffs. I'm going to put in here total employee, total employee, total employee. That's going to be my first KPI. Then I do Control D, Control Z. No, sorry. Let me do Control C, Control V. So sometimes when you do Control D and use the system just takes it to a place where you cannot drag it out. Just do. So I'm looking for, it's not actually changing. Then click, then drag it. Then put states in the middle. So I'll change this to average age. Or let's make it average salary. Should be the next. Attrition rate. Sorry, attrition rate is the next important KPI. Attrition rate. Okay. Attrition rate. So click outside here, then do Ctrl D. So over your mouse on it in this edge, see it change, click on it, then drag it to this point. So use your arrow key from your keyboard to adjust it to where you want it to be. So we're going to change this to average salary, average salary. So I'll click Alt here, do Ctrl D. Now change this to average age. Good. So then extend this a little bit. Okay, Ctrl Z, and I would put this in the middle, average age. So that's cool. Now we need to bring in our KPI. Let me see, is there anything we have left? Okay, yeah, all these are our titles. So I'll click here, select this, do Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Then I would drag this here. So let me start filling in our, drag this to this edge, drag this to this edge, and then drag down a little bit and drag up a little bit. So That's cool. So I'll say, let me abbreviate this because it may not. I say number of employee per age group. Okay, good. Then click out here. I'll do Control D to duplicate that, select and bring that here. So just try and select it. Okay, that's to be compared to the cell. I would then, so number of employee per departments. And I'll come here, I'll do Ctrl D, Ctrl Z, sorry. So sometimes if it happens like that, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, so I'll bring that here. So I would say number of employee per level of service. Okay, Ctrl D, drag this here. Number of employee by employment type per employment type. Okay, now let's do something. This our axis, we've not changed it. I will click here, take outside here. So click here back again, click inside, then we'll come here and say backspace, backspace, employment type. So there you go. Okay, good. Now it's remain our KPI. So still going to select this again, use one. You can see how you can use just one text box by just duplicating, copying, and so I would just change, make this one big. I'll drag this to the middle. I'll bring this here. Okay, good. So what I'll do is that I will then, yeah, delete this. Okay, just the end there. Then come here, then do Ctrl D. It comes here, you drag to this point, you fix it in the right position by using your, then do Ctrl D as well. Ctrl D, good. Now let's start bringing in our KPI. So for the KPI, I'll select this, I'll come there, I'll go to my view, go to my view, I'll check my formula bar, I would go to my KPI. So I need to drag this out, click on equals to, select this, hit enter, equals to, select this, hit enter, say equals to, select this and hit enter. So let me format this, select, right click, this is salary, so it's going to be in the currency symbol. So I'll right click, then I'll go to currency, 0 decimal place, then I'll hit OK. So yeah, right click, I'll go to the format cell, I'll go to numbers and I'll 0. I'll click on OK. Now let's start bringing them inside our dashboard. So I'll come here, say equals to, back, go to my KPI. This is my total employee. No, I'm not going to use this as my total employee. Backspace, sorry. When I go to my attrition rates, okay, back to my KPI. Let me see something. Okay, just select this. Okay, it's not coming up. If it doesn't come up, come here. Then go to pivot table, analyze, then on back your feed list. So I'm going to use total employee remove filter. Then I'll drag this inside here. So this one I'm going to use on my total employee equals to, select this and I'll hit enter. So back to my demography, equals to employee type. I'll select this, enter. For this one, I just click here, attrition rate equals to, down to my attrition rate KPI. Oh, I've not called as my attrition rate, so I need to just delete this, just delete it back. Then go back to your attrition rate. You need to call that out. We need to call that out. So equals to, select this, click on enter. So I'll just right click here, go to the format cell, click on the format cell, then I'll go to the percentage sign. I want the percentage 0, then I'll click on OK. So now back to my dashboard, equals to, and I'll go to the attrition rates. I'll select this, hit on enter. So the average salary, I'll come up here, click on this, so equals to, then I'll go to my KPI average salary, select this, hit enter. So select this as well, okay, equals to, and I'll go to my average age, equal enter. So good. Now we bring in our KPIs. Now let's start designing. So if you want to design this, I'll double click here, just press Ctrl A. If you try to select, it won't work. So just do Ctrl A to select that. Then go to, come up here. Now we don't need the formula bar for now. Let's uncheck this. We go to the home. So the text is going to be a dark green, which is its color. We're going to increase this font size to 32. Depends on your screen size. Make it bold. So good. So I'm going to use paint to do the rest. I'll select this. I'll come up here and I'll double click on this. So click this, click this, click this. So good. Come up here and I would, yeah, so we're good. So the next thing we're going to do is, let's bring in our title. Select this, Control D, and bring this here. I'll just do this. All right, come up here. Okay, I'll take this one to be 32. Okay, the align center, align left word, I'll change this to Samtech Caplock Samtech Analysis. No, attrition analysis. Okay, I'll just give a little space and I will then say the years from what year to which year. Let me see, 2019 to 2024. More space, 2019 dash 2024. So that's the year. Extend this out. So there you go. Now the next thing is slicer. I want to bring in our slicer. So up here, come up here. I would click on insert. I'll go to the slicer. I'll go to click on the model. Click on open. So I'll need the age group. I'll need the attrition. Then I'll need the department. One more thing that I need again. Department attrition. Yeah, that's all. That's three. Click OK. So I'm just going to arrange this. So what we have here, let me see. The departments will be up here. So first thing I'll do is I'll right click here and I'll go to slicer settings. I'll uncheck this, click here. So I'll come like this. So up here, I'll change the column to 4. 4, it's enter. So 4 columns going to be spread out into 4 columns. To create this, and I would okay, good. Now I bring this here. Okay. Go to slicer. I'll change this to 2. Hit enter. Okay, right click here. I'll go to slicer settings and I will then check this. Click on OK. Yeah. Okay, now good. Let me adjust this a little bit. So the next one is this. I would right click, slicer settings. Okay, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So I'll make that 5. 5, enter. Okay, I'll readjust this. Readjust this. Come down a little bit and okay. Oh, the years is not showing. So let's do something. Let me select this. Okay, I would click on this, right click. I would click this as well. I would right click and I want to group. So let me shift. Oh, Ctrl Z. I'm trying to do something. Alright, so we can get enough space for this. I was trying to see if I can shift this, but we can do that. So let me just do something on group. I don't want. Okay, now let me do something. I will just adjust this a little bit. Select this and select this a bit. Okay, Control Z. So now select. Okay, press down on Shift, then edge. Just select this edge. No, make sure you select. Okay, if that be the case, then just click outside here. So select this and just move this like this a little bit, so you can get space for you to select this one, select this other one. Okay, I'll just adjust this a bit. So start now, select this, click outside. I will adjust this a bit. I would adjust this a bit. Select this, put my hand on Shift, select this, select this, select this. Then I would click here, adjust. Okay, let me see if I can get enough space. Come back here. I'll select this out. Click on this, select this, drag this out a little bit. Click on this, no, click on this, drag this out a little bit. So we can have some space. Then click on this so that we can have some space up. So I would just click and drag here. So I'll arrange it back again. I would, let me see if I can give no space. So click this and drag. Yeah, good. I'll drag this out. There you go. So for this, I'll just need to rearrange this properly again. Click here, I would click here and drag this to the middle. Click one and drag this to the middle. Click this person here and drag to the middle. And drag to the middle. Click this one, then drag to the middle. Alright, this fellow here, average age, then alright, so just adjust this and then okay, good. I think we are good to go. Okay, now we're good to go. Think we have everything lined up. Drag this down a little bit. So there you go. Now select this and drag that out. So now I want to format this the slicer. I would go to my slicer, go to click on this, go to new slicer style. So the whole slicer, then I'll click on slicer. I'll go to format. I'll go to now the fonts. We're going to leave the fonts. Let's go to the fill, then just choose this. I will choose this is my color. Choose this color. I'll choose on OK. This selected item with data. So I would for the fill. Let's see what we use for the fill here. Select item with data. For the fill, I will use this color. For the font, I'm actually gonna use this color. Okay, and I click on OK. For the unselected item with data, the fonts, I'm going to choose this. The fill, I'm going to choose this as well. Then I'll hit on the OK. So I'll click on make this a default for this document. I'll click on OK. So go back and pick the slicer. So there you go. So I think I need to change the fill. So let me select this as well. The fill has to be this color. So I think we missed that color up. So let me modify this. Select this. Then I'll edit. I'll click on modify. So this selected item with data. Click on format. The fonts, I'm going to choose this. Okay. And I should make it bold. Okay. Format the font too as well. I'll make it bold. Then I'll click on OK. Click on OK. So there you go. So I'll select this as well. Come up here. I'll choose this. So there you go. Good. So we are done with the demography analysis. Now we want to create the root cause analysis. And when we click here, we go to the root cause. And before we do that, let me link this. I'll right click here. I'll go to link. I'll go to place in this page. Then I'll choose root cause. I've not done that yet, so let me just cancel this. Alright. So we'll come here, right click this, we say copy and move. And where do we want to place it? We want to place it just beside the demography analysis. I say create a copy, then we'll click on OK. So this is going to create us a new copy. This is our demography analysis. This is our root cause analysis. So let's rename this to root cause analysis. Hit enter. So this chart is not part of our root cause analysis, so we're going to remove all this. Just select this and click on delete on your keyboard. No, delete on your keyboard to delete the charts. So our root cause analysis has like 5 charts. So I'm trying to delete, just delete this, delete. So click here, delete, delete, click here, delete, did it. So the first thing, let me just arrange this. Yeah, this is 2. This is going to be 3 chart that is going to be here. 3 charts that is going to be here. So adjust this a bit to the edge. Adjust this a bit to the edge. So I'll bring this to this middle. Alright, click here, then put this here. Put this here. Okay, Ctrl Z. Come outside and click here. I think this is, yeah. I put this in the middle here. Alright, there you go. Okay. Alright, so there you go. Now let's bring in this title. Start working on the title. We're gonna adjust this a bit and then click here, then put into the title. Alright, click here. Oh, Ctrl Z. Click here, then drag to this place. Bring this here. Bring this here. Number of employee per department, that will change as though. Click here, I'll do Ctrl D. So I would click here and bring that out here. Okay, good. Now let's change this to demography analysis. Demography analysis. Okay, good. Now let's bring in our charts. Our first chart is let me come here. Let's see. Going to this is root cause analysis. I mean, let's bring our root cause analysis. So the first one is distance from work. So let's go to the distance from work. You select this, Ctrl C. Oh no, this is not where we're supposed to bring that to. So let's go to this fellow here. So select this, Ctrl C. Then I'll take this to demography analysis. Root cause analysis. Ctrl V. This is my root cause analysis. Right click here. I'm going to hide all field buttons. So I'll click on this and I'll uncheck this. I don't need I'll check the green lines and I'll uncheck the legend. So I would click here, right click on it, then I'll go to the outline. I'll say no outline and right click on the fill. Okay, no, that should not be part. I would right click here. I'll say no fill. Then I'll adjust this one down so that it's not cover audio parts. Now good, I would do something. Click on this plus sign. I said I'm going to add, yeah. So let me just adjust this a bit and then adjust this a bit away from the templates. So we have this. So this is right click, double click here. So it's going to say this is our distance from work. Distance from work. So this one is number of employee. Number of employee employee. So just click here and down arrow. Let's see if we can move this downward a bit. Good. Okay, I see. Let me see if we can move this one upward a bit. Okay, now this is good. Seems right. All right. The next thing is we're going to do is let's change this number of employee per and distance. Distance. Okay. Now the next, select this. Within notice that we have outline, so right click and the outline drop down. We say no outline. Good. Now the next one, we want to go into. Let me see. Let me go into the root cause. Okay, now satisfaction group. Satisfaction group. Satisfaction group. So I'll come here. Satisfaction group. Come here. Oh, don't I have satisfaction group here? Since we didn't do satisfaction, this is here. Control C. Then I'll move this to my dashboard. So I'll do Control V. Alright, just cancel this and I will just scroll this down a bit and right click and I'll say hide of it was on charts. So the plus sign, I would uncheck chart title, uncheck the legend, uncheck the grid line, and I'll check this. Okay, there we go. So let me just satisfaction rating, or let me just satisfaction rating. I'll come here, I'll put this to number of employee. Alright, I'll just adjust this a bit. I'll right click here. No. So once that thing shows, know that you're doing the wrong thing. In between these two lines, I'll go to fill. I'll go to no fill. The outline, I'll choose no outline. So perfect. Click here, right click. I'll say outline, no outline. Now select this. I would select all this. I'll say no employee, number of employee per satisfaction. Faction. Just in short. Now move to the next one. Is going to be salary. Attrition by salary group. Think I have this here. Control C. So now I'll do Control V here. I'll adjust this. I'll put this here. Okay, good. There we go. So I'll adjust this a bit. Adjust this a bit. Now, good. Right click. Hide of page buttons here. Click this. So that my plus sign is not showing. Let me bring this out. Click on this. I'll say no chart title. I don't want you. I don't want the legend. I don't want the grid lines. Okay. And one more thing again. not nothing. So just click on the plus sign, click, then I'll drag this to this place. So come here, right click, the fill, I choose no fill, the outline, no outline, just the same we've been doing. The here, click here, right click, you say outline, no outline, good. And one more thing, we need to bring this out a little bit, and let's bring in our chart as is. Click here, you drag it back, chart as is. So let me extend this a little bit. Chart as is, extend this out a little bit, and then drag down a little bit. So this, just click here, double click on this, select a salary range, salary group. So this is number of employment, number of number of employee. Good. So the second next chart is a relationship between this. I'll select this, Ctrl C, then go to my root cause analysis. I would Ctrl V here. I would just bring this in here. So click on the plus sign. Yeah, I want this, but I don't want chart title. Whatever, I don't want. I will leave the grid lines. There's the grid lines be there because this is scatter plus. We need the grid lines. So I would adjust this a bit, a little more. Okay, now just right click, then I'll say the fill. I don't want no fill. The outline, no outline. Great. So click here. I'll say year of service. Salary. Okay, good. And one more thing, that's it. So I'll bring in another chart again, which is the last chart, relationship between years of service, relationship between age and salary. Control C, take it down to my dashboard and do Control V. There we go. So I have a mistake here. Let me fix this. Number of employee, yeah. So let me just adjust this. I don't want chart title. I want this. I leave the grid line. Okay. Now let's do something. We're gonna adjust this. Put this in the middle, and Ctrl A. I'm gonna make salary. Cancel. Oh, cancel this. I don't need this. What's going on? Age. Yeah. So I'll right click. I say fill, no fill. Outline, no outline. Good. So I think we are done with our charts. All right, so we can actually see that from what we've deduced, the age from 20 to 30 are receiving low amount of salary. People that have worked higher in the organization are really. So let me do a report connection so that we can actually be seeing what is going on in our charts. All right, click here. I'll go to report connection. I'll check all this. So come here, just drag this up. Yeah, click this, click this, click this, click this, click this. I'll check everything. Check audio charts. Then I'll click on OK. So the next one too. Next one, right click. Then I'll go to report connection. So I'll click here and drag up. Check every box you have here. Okay. Right click, report connection. Check every box. Check every box you have there. Check everything. Then I'll click on OK. So let's work with the title here. Let me change this to relationship between YOS and salary. So this relationship between age and salary. Okay, good. Now think we are let me change this as well. This is going to be employee per salary. Just put that salary. So I think everything is intact now. Distance, satisfaction, relationship. Now let's link this. Right click. We're going to click on link. Click on place in this document, and we're linking to demography. So I click on OK. So the templates as well. All right, click on the template. I'll link the template. I'll choose demography. Then I'll hit OK. So whenever I click this, it's going to take me to demography. So let me link this as well. Right click here. I'll go to a link, and I'll go to root cause analysis. I'll click on end OK. Right click. I'll link root cause analysis. I'll click on OK. So when I click here, it takes me to root cause. When I click here, it takes me to demography. So let's see if we have actually do report connection for this person. So report connection. Okay, we've done that as well. Now let me see root cause analysis. Let me see. Demography. Let me see. It could be for something different. I'm actually checking that for. All right. I think it's already settled. Now let's see if people have left the organization. If I click on yes. Now back to my demography. We can actually see that from 24 to 20 are the highest number of people under the production, the highest number. So why are this age group living, which is 24 to 28? Now we'll now go to the root cause analysis. We can actually phantom that. Look at it. Now these are the people that actually they are, yes, okay. Now let's slice from 24 to 28. Now let's see what is going on in 24 to 28. We can see that number one. Okay, before I do that, let me just and then clear my filter. So we can see from this, let's use this first. So from 24 to 28, these are the people here. They are collecting low amount of salary compared to people from this age range. Now, secondly, now let's try through what is going on from 24 to 28 for people that have left. I'll click on 24 to 28. Now look at it. They are the people that are actually working. They have worked in like for long in the organization from 3 years above, but still their salary is still low, and they look at it, their salary is low, and their satisfaction rating is bad and neutral. So the distance from work too is high. So salary, look at the salary group. The collect salary between the 1,000 to 3,000, which is really low compared to other salary group in the organization, and can see the attrition rate is 60%. So we can, and again, the average salary it is $2,000, which is actually bad. You understand? So these the contributing factors. These are you can actually draw out conclusion and insights from a dashboard. So thank you very much. I'm sorry the video took a lot of time to come to this point, but I believe that the main thing is just that you should actually get the concept of how to um, get data from a dirty data to something like this, so you can actually pass out, make a decision based on data. So thank you very much, and thank you all for staying tuned. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for liking and the comments. If there's anything you want me to actually add to the my video, you can send it in the comment section. I'll reply to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much for your time, and God bless you. Yeah.